So this is a video for homework module 6, and it's number 5. And here we are going ahead and finding the linear correlation coefficient for both males and females separately. So the first thing we need to do is open your data in StatCrunch. So we're going to press this little icon here and open in StatCrunch. This will transport all your data over to StatCrunch for you. Now we want to do this for males, and we want to do this for females. So first of all, I'm going to do stat, regression, simple linear, and for my x and y variables here, I'm going to do the females first. So females MRI to females IQ, and we're just going to click compute. So if you look here, the information that it gives you, where you find the correlation coefficient is right in the top of the data here, and the correlation coefficient for females is this number here. Now we just need to pay attention to what we are rounding to. So here we are rounding to 3 decimal places. So I'm going to say, okay, this is going to be 0.122 because next to it is an 8. So 0.122 is the correlation coefficient for females. Next, I need to find the correlation coefficient for males. Now, all we need to do is go back here, and I can either edit this or I can run it again. It's up to you what you'd like to do. Sometimes I like to leave that just in case we have other parts of the problem that I'm going to have to use that for. So you can X this out, and you'll notice that you have this little 1 up here in StatCrunch that you can then go back and you can bring up any hidden things that you have. So we still have all of our simple linear for females here. So I'll press Stat. I'll go back to regression and press simple linear, and we'll run this for males. So my X variable will be my males MRI, and my Y will be males IQ, and click compute. And the correlation coefficient for the males, again we're rounding to 3 decimal places, will be 0.158. So let's go back here and we'll put in 0.158. And let's just let that check it. Okay. Now next here, we have to go ahead and talk about MRI and IQ being linear related. Now, here's the deal. For correlation coefficients, R, you would like it to be close to +1 or close to -1 to either have a perfect positive for +1 or perfect negative for -1 correlation coefficient. If you have it close to 0, which it kind of is here, it's less of a linear relationship. So both of these are pretty weak linear relationships because they are not close to 1, they're close to 0. So here we'll say the linear correlation coefficient for females is close to 0, so no linear relationship exists. The linear correlation coefficient for males is also close to 0, so again, no linear relationship exists for MRI count and IQ for males. Now, if these numbers had been close to positive or -1, you would have chosen that. And if you had picked +1, you would have a positive correlation. And for -1, you would have a negative correlation. But here we have 0. So let's just check that, make sure we're good here. And I believe that's the end of the question. So let me know if you have any more questions on that.